Everybody's muted. And if you need to say something, you can say it after. Okay, I'll give you a chance. Can you hear me okay? Yes, wave if you can hear me. Yes? Okay, good. All righty. So before we begin, I think I saw that I don't know a couple of people that are here. So let me tell you, my name is Margie Hunter. And in case you didn't know that, and we learn Raj Yoga in this class. What does that mean? It means we encompass Hatha, we encompass Bhakti, Nan, little Kundalini because we use the energy, and it's not our goal because I don't like to use the word goal, but our purpose is to learn, of course, to pacify this body, but in order to pacify the body, we have to pacify the mind. So our purpose is to learn and be able to become aware of the mind and observe the mind. Be the observer as much as we can. So that is kind of how this class is designed. And if at any time you have any questions, please ask. My email is margie@transcendingms.com. And you're welcome to email me anytime. The class begins with centering. The reason we do the centering is to bring you to your mat or wherever you're sitting so that you can enjoy the next hour and a half and be present as much as possible. If it's not happening for you, you know what? It's one of those days and it's okay. So go with it. Just flow with it. Don't get frustrated by it, okay? Because it'll start happening as the class progresses. Then after that, I say an intention. I don't call it a prayer because yoga is not a religion. But, and then after I say it, I translate it. It's because I say it in Sanskrit, so I say it in English afterwards. So you'll know exactly what I was saying. We'll have some asanas, and we'll have some pranayam, some sort of pranayam practice. Which pranayam is breath work. And the breath work is really important in the development of ourselves and of our practice. Whether you practice yoga or not, it's important that you kind of focus and understand the breath work. But it's better if you practice the asanas, of course, first. And then we'll be doing something called yoga nidra, which is yogic sleepless sleep. It's that space between awake and asleep, kind of the twilight. But it's in that space that amazing healing happens because the body calms down. So just go with it. Every once in a while in Yoga Nidra, I'll ask you to engage. I'm not sure whether I will today or not, but go with it. If you fall asleep, it's okay. It just means you need more sleep. Don't worry, your subconscious is actually listening. But try not to fall asleep, right? And then the class is over. So that's basically the gist of the class. And today, we'll be focusing on detachment. And I see I have a message. Because I'm so far away, the chat doesn't really work very well for me. Oh, how cute. Okay. So I won't be answering to chats, okay? Because I'm so far away and I really can't see. I just saw it pop up, but and it wasn't meant for me, I don't think. But if you do have a question, just wave wildly, and I can only see a few people because I'm on speaker view. And the reason I'm on speaker view is because in case somebody requests a copy of this to be posted, that's happened, and I'm trying to keep it on speaker view because it's easier to follow. So again, today, let's let our focus be detachment. And detachment, what do I mean by detachment? I mean, just observe. Observe the way you're flowing. Don't get attached to the way you're practicing today. Observe your body. Observe where it is today. And be kind, be compassionate. Understand that this body is doing the best it can. Some days are better than others. So just flow with it, no judgment. And always know that one side is always stiffer than the other. So it just is what it is. And then tomorrow, maybe the other side. So, again, detachment as much as we can, right? So if you could close your eyes, please. I haven't done this for a while, this particular thing that we're going to do right now, but I love it so much that I want to do it this morning again. As you're breathing in, bring your shoulders up, take them back, and as you're breathing out, just drop them gently. Now, if you observe, your back is straight. We want the back to be straight so that we can breathe spontaneously. If there's a curvature in the spine, you don't breathe spontaneously. So as much as you can, have the back straight, but make sure that you're relaxed, that all the muscles are relaxed. There's nothing to hold on to. When the back is centered and straight, neither the stomach muscles nor the muscles in the back need to hold anything. So let your awareness rest there, having a nice straight back. And as you're breathing in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the center of the lips. Bring your palms in your lap, right palm holding the left and the thumbs gently touching each other. And breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through the center of the lips. Become aware of your respiration. And just let it flow. Don't try to impose anything. It'll slow down on its own. The moment we breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the center of the lips, we give a signal to the body and to the mind that it's time to slow down, it's time to relax. And they respond. They want to do that. We just don't know that. At this moment, let's set our intentions. What is your intention for being here? Not existentially, but specifically here this morning. What was the intention for you to come here? And I'd like you to set your intention, what it is you want out of this morning, out of today. What do you need? Not so much what you want, but what do you need? Tune in and let your intention be no judgment. It's very personal. So let that intention be what you truly need. And I'd like you to add love and compassion to that. That magnifies it, solidifies it, and that strengthens it. And let's take 1 minute. I will be minding the time, but let's take 1 minute to bring to mind those people that have loved us into being. 1 minute. Think of the people in your life who have loved you into being. And we'll begin now. And the minute is over. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to observe any changes in you from before the minute to now. If you don't think there are any, that's fine too. But usually, when we spend a minute thinking of those who have loved us, our bodies change, our minds change. There's a shift chemically. There's a physiological shift. The process of being loved and living that love creates a shift in the body and in the mind. I'd like you to keep your eyes closed, please, and we'll begin our centering. Excuse me. Become aware of the ground below you. Become aware of how sturdy the ground below you is, how safe you are as a result. Become aware of what parts of your body are touching the ground below you. Become aware of the environment around you, the temperature in the room in which you are. to the temperature on your nose, the same as the temperature on your big left toe. Just observe. There's no right or wrong answer. Just observe. In the same room, you might find that the temperature is a little different. Become aware of how it feels on your skin. Now I'd like you to become aware of any taste you might have in your mouth. Till now, you weren't even thinking there was any taste in your mouth, but now, wow, there is, or maybe there isn't. But either way, I want you to become aware of it. And I want you to focus on where in the mouth that taste is coming from. Become aware of any scent in the air. And in order to smell a scent, sometimes you have to breathe differently, right? The breath may be a little different than when we're breathing in just to breathe. So take that breath that you need and try to capture any scent that's in the air. Become aware of the sounds around you, the sound of my voice, the sound of people in your home or wherever it is you are, the sound of the pets, the clock, the air conditioner, whatever it is, tune in. It may be outdoors, outside of your home. But I'd like you to go beyond hearing to listening. Pay attention. Listen. And in that listening, I want you to go beyond listening to feeling. As the sound is coming into your ears, let's make the example my voice. As you're listening to me speak, I'd like you to be aware of the sound waves entering your ear canal and the vibration that you might feel as a result. When we're quiet and we're settled, it's easier to feel that. So allow yourself at this moment, as I'm speaking, to not only listen to me, but also to feel the vibration of the words that I'm saying, the vibration of the sound of my voice. And in feeling that, become aware of the sound entering you and the effect of that sound entering you. And now I'd like you to become aware. Your eyes are closed, but I'd like you to become aware of what's in front of you. I'd like you to be aware of the shapes of the things that are in front of you, the colors, the textures. I'd like you to be aware of what's behind you. Your eyes are closed. And I'd like you to focus in on those elements that are behind you, maybe a wall, maybe chairs, tables, couch, whatever it may be. Focus on the colors, the patterns, the shapes, the textures, how far away they are from you or how close they are to you. Become aware of what's to your left. Same thing. The shapes and the colors and the textures. And become aware of what's to the right. Once again, the colors, the textures. Really pay attention to the textures. And I know you're just seeing it, whatever it is around you. I want you to focus in on one thing. Of all these things that you have focused in, I want you to focus on one of them. And I want you to be aware of why you're focusing on that one. Is it because it brings you good memories? Is it because it's something you really don't like? And why is it in this room? What is it that made you focus on that specific object? If it's a positive thing, that's lovely. I want you to be aware of that creating positive energy in you and the effect of that positive energy. If it's negative, if it's maybe something you're thinking, wait, why is this in this room? I want you to be aware of that too, because that's beautiful. The awareness of that may mean it's time to release it, right? So that it's inducing in you something that's not very positive. It may be not lifting you. So that's something that's very good to be aware of as well. That is where our senses come in. The beauty of the senses, experiencing life through our senses. That's the only way we can experience life on the outside. Now I'd like you to go within. As you're breathing in, bring yourself within to the center of your chest. I want you to visualize yourself sitting at the center of the chest. I want you to visualize yourself sitting on a bench in the center of your chest. Very small. You're very small. You can think of yourself as a child if you'd like. And your hands are next to you for support. And your feet are dangling. There's no support for the feet. The feet are just dangling, free. You can bring the feet back and forth if you like. And I'd like you to observe the beauty of being within you. Observe that in which you're living, that which is taking you through life. This temple, this body you've been gifted, in which your senses you can experience. Become aware of this as a physical body. And I'd like you to go to a subtler level. As you're breathing in, become aware of the breath entering the body. And as you're breathing out, become aware of the breath leaving the body. But I want you to be aware of that energy that remains within you as you observe your heart beating to your left. The lungs beating. And I say beating because you're breathing, right? Behind you and around you. You've got your stomach to your left, your liver to your right. Tremendous amount of space within you. And all around you, the veins, the muscles, the bones, your spine. You're protected by the ribs. Go further in and become aware of what it is that's giving life to these organs. That's giving life to these muscles, allowing the blood to flow. Become aware of that prana. But go beyond that prana to that who you are, that Atma, that essence, that soul. Become aware of being. Become aware of being a being with a purpose. Become aware of being a piece of a puzzle that isn't complete without that piece. Become aware of being light. There's no wrong and there's no right. Just being. And become aware of in that being the intention being pure love. A state of blissfulness, in harmony, in balance, with a tremendous amount of ease and openness. And now, if you know it, if you'd like to, please join me in our intentions. Otherwise, just remain in that being. Sarvetra Sukhina Santu Sarve Santu Nityam Sarve Bhaktani Pashantu Ma Kashitu Brahma Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunatu Saharveryam Sarvavahe Tejasvinavahe Namaste Mahavishnu Shanti, Shanti. May every being be happy. May every being be free from all diseases. May every being feel and appear blissful. May there not be trace of sorrow within any being. Bless us so we may live together. We may be nourished together and learn the brilliance of this knowledge together, leading to self-unfoldment without any sense of pride, prejudice, or ego. May peace prevail along our bodies and our minds. May peace prevail throughout all the celestial bodies in the cosmos. And may peace prevail along our journey to self-realization. May peace prevail. Om Shanti. Keeping your eyes closed, come out of being and come back to us, to here. Bring your hands on your knees with your palms facing the sky. Fingers are extended but relaxed. We'll be chanting Om 5 times. Om is A-U-M. Don't try to extend it. Don't try to control it. Just allow it to happen. As we chant, I'd like you to become aware of the center of your chest. Be aware of that area where the Om begins and reverberates and vibrates throughout the whole body. Enjoy that experience. I'd like you to become aware as well of the crown of your head, that space within which we realize and through which we connect, and the center of the palms. Become aware of all of these four places, two palms, center of your chest, and the crown of the head. Just experience. There's nothing to do but observe. And we'll begin. Take a deep breath in, and we'll begin. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Breathe in again. And as you're breathing out, become aware of this body and the space at this moment in time. Breathe in one more time. And as you're breathing out, allow the breath to begin at the crown of your head and flow throughout your whole body in gratitude all the way to the tips of your toes. Om Shanti. Namaste. And when you're ready, take your time. When you're ready, open your eyes and extend your legs if they're crossed. And I have one foot that's awake, one that isn't. So let's take our time to let everything wake up. Funny how that happens. Some days nothing affects them, and then there's other days where it's, whoa, how did that happen? So, before we begin the practice, try to make sure that you're keeping your intentions with you, okay? I'm aware of the function of this body and how amazing it is that it's cooperating and that it's following what the brain tells it to do. That alone is just such a miracle. Mine are waking up. I don't know about yours. It's funny, my right foot was very much asleep. Please, if you find that you get pain in any of the asanas and any of the postures that we do, back out immediately, but slowly. No jerking, okay? Everything we do here is very gentle and very slow. But no pain, no gain doesn't apply here. If you go into a posture and you start feeling the pain, just back out. You may want to back out all the way and then go back into the posture until that point where you were feeling pain. Okay? And again, every day is different. So because you could do it yesterday doesn't mean today it's okay if you have pain. It just may be that body's resisting for whatever reason. Or maybe more tightness. You just listen. This is one of the first principles of what we're doing is to listen to the body. So, okay, so now let's stand. Let's get the digestion going before we try to remove any knots or any blocks. And I'm not checking my emails or texts. I'm just making sure that you're not trying to send me a message that something's wrong. Nope, it's just my mother. All righty. So, here, I'm going to raise this so you can see my hands, and I'll tell you what's happening with my toes. Okay. So we'll be standing with our feet parallel. The name of this posture is Tadasana, palm tree posture. And so the feet are parallel, which means the inside of your feet are parallel. It may seem like an odd way to stand to some people, but this is the way your body is most stable. If your balance is off, just open the feet a little more. So the feet, the feet normally will be under your hips. But if your balance is off, for example, I need a little more help. So I open my feet just a little bit more, and that makes my base more stable. Excuse me. So let me show you the posture, and then we'll do it together. We'll be interlacing our fingers on our head. The arms are in line with the body. You can see this. My arms are in line with my body. They're not here. You want them in line with the body. And this is how we begin. As you're breathing in, the arms are going to go up. You're going to turn your palms so that they're facing the sky. Arms are going to go all the way, as much as you can. And then you're going to go up on your toes. Focus on a point in front of you to give you balance. That helps with the balance. And as you're breathing out, you're going to bring the hands back down on the head, and you're going to be coming down on the heels, okay? It's essential that you focus on a point. Don't focus on me on the camera because I'm moving. So you want to focus on a point in front of you, like maybe on the floor in front of you, maybe about, 4 feet ahead of you, and that'll help you remain stable. And the more relaxed you are, the more stable you're going to be. Just know that. All right, so place your hands on your head, please. Interlace your fingers. And as you're breathing in, raise the arms up, palms toward the sky, and now go up on your toes. Try to make a nice extension through your torso. And as you're breathing out, bring the hands back onto your head and the heels on the ground. Excellent. Breathing in, come up. And breathing out, go down. Breathing in, up. And breathing out, down. Keep those arms straight and try to bring them up as far as you can. Breathing in, up. And come up on your toes. And breathing out, down. You don't have to go far on the toes. You just need to go a little bit. Breathing in, up. Toes and the balls of the feet. And breathing out, down. One more. Breathing in, up. Breathing out, down. As you breathe in, raise your arms up. Palms are facing each other. As you breathe out, arms to the side, halfway, the palms are up. Turn the palms down. Bring the arms down. Finish that breath out and bring that energy in. Close your eyes, please, and become aware of the effect of this posture. In this posture, we are stretching the stomach. We are stretching the spine. We're elongating and making space throughout the body. And we're energizing. We're starting to energize that digestive system. And open your eyes. So now, we'll again be a palm tree, and you'll be swaying, okay? You won't be bending. Remember, we're not bending. If you're a palm tree, you don't bend unless there's a hurricane. A palm tree sways normally, when you're in a state of relaxation. That's what I want you to feel like. You don't have to go very far. So let me show you. You come up in the same way the arms were up, but your feet are planted on the ground. The feet aren't, the toes, the heels don't come off the ground. Feet are planted. So you breathe in the center. As you breathe out, you're going to be swaying. We'll begin by going to the left. The arms remain straight. They're in line with the body. You're not coming here. You're not taking it back. You're trying to align with the body and keeping the arms straight. The arms are next to your ears. And then as you breathe in, you come back to center, and then you go to the right. Come back to center. Please don't push yourself to go deep in. Oh, the be deeper, the better. No. Allow yourself to relax. If the body wants to go in deep, it'll do it naturally. It'll give you the lead. Take the brain away from what you're doing and just flow with your body. Okay? All right. So let's bring the arms up, interlace the fingers, bring the arms up, palms facing toward the sky. We breathe in the center. And as you're breathing out, go to your left. I'll mirror image you, so I'll go to my right. Breathing in, come back to center. And breathing out to the right. Breathing in, center. Breathe out to the left. Breathing in, center. Breathe out to the right. Breathing in, center. Breathe out to your left. Feel the pressure that's being put on the stomach. Breathing in the center. And breathing out to your right. Now feel the pressure that you're putting on your liver. Breathing in the center. One more to the left. Breathing in the center. And to the right as you're breathing out. Come back to center, breathing in. Palms are facing each other. Breathe out. And now breathe in. And as you're breathing out, arms to the side, palms are up halfway, turn the palms down, bring those arms down and bring that energy in. Close your eyes, please. Become aware of the effect of that posture on your body. You're energizing the stomach by putting pressure on it. When you were going to the left, when you were going to the right, you were energizing the liver by putting pressure on it. You were also stimulating the spine. You were energizing the spine. Every time the spine bends like that, you're energizing all the nerves along the spine, that movement. It's a very beautiful practice. It's a very effective practice. Very gentle. It's very good for your nervous system as well as your digestive system. And slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay, now we're going to be twisting, but we're going to be twisting from the waist up. The hips remain forward. You don't move the hips. Typically when we turn like this, right? And then let me show you, because I want you to see what my feet are doing when I'm turning like that. So typically when we're turning, watch. My feet kind of move and I'm turning to look, right? What I want you to do, let me get closer, you can see. Well, no, you can't see my feet there. I want you to twist, but I want you to twist from the waist up. What does that mean? Let me show you. I'll show you the posture and then we'll do it together. So I'm going to put my right foot on my left shoulder. Sorry. My right hand on my left shoulder. My right elbow is at shoulder height. My left hand is going to go up my back. The back of my hand is on my back. My palm is facing out. Bring it as high as you can. If you have stiffness in your shoulder, this is probably as far as you're going to go, and that's fine. But otherwise, if you can bring it further up, do what you can, okay? Remember to listen to your body. No judgment on the body. Okay, so here we breathe in the center. Now observe what I'm doing. As I'm turning, I'm going to turn toward the hand that's on the shoulder. And again, the hand's on the shoulder, not on the neck. As I'm turning, I'm only turning from the waist up. My hips remain facing forward. and we come back to center, and then we'll do the other side. It's essential that you don't move your hips, okay? The purpose of this asana is for the twist to be here. This is a space that never gets any real twisting because we use our hips to twist. So it's very effective. You'll feel it. You'll feel it throughout, and I'll guide you as we're doing it. So let's begin. And I'll mirror image you. Take your left hand and put it on the right shoulder, which means the left elbow is at shoulder height. And take your right hand and put it up your back. Try to keep your eyes closed when you're doing this, because that way you can tune into your body better. If your eyes are closed, it's easier to tune in. Breathe in the center, and as you're breathing out, twist at the waist toward the right, toward the hand that's on the shoulder. Your breath is going to be shallow here. Continue to breathe. Make sure your elbow is at shoulder height, that it hasn't dropped. Check your feet. If the feet are stable, if the weight is distributed evenly in the feet, that means you're not twisting at the hips. That'll be your sign. Feel the pull through the right side of your waist, all the way down throughout the hip. As you're breathing in, come forward. Release the right hand. Release the left hand. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And now take the right hand and place it on the left shoulder. Take the left hand up your back. Again, do the best that you can, and you're going to find that one side is stiffer than the other, and that's okay. This is why we're doing this. So don't worry about the stiffness. Breathe in the center, and as you're breathing out, turn to the left. Remember, from the waist up. Look over your shoulder. Keep the hips shifted forward. Check your feet. Make sure the feet are balanced, and that'll let you know that your hips are not moving. Look over your shoulder. Become aware of the left side of your back, the left hip, your waist, your intestines. And as you're breathing in, come back to center. Bring the left hand down. Bring the right hand down. Keep your eyes closed. That twist is at the intestinal level. Become aware of that pulling that we're doing. And again, stimulating the digestive system. We're also twisting the spine in a way that it doesn't normally twist, but likes to twist. It can twist that way. So it's essential to keep the spine healthy to take that time to twist it in that way. And the nervous system, of course. We are stimulating the nervous system, we're toning the nervous system, and making sure that it stays in good shape. And slowly and gently, open your eyes. And have a seat, please. Okay, so these three practices are really good to do every morning. They get the digestion going. Once again, we get the nervous system going. They allow you to tune into the body, what's happening to the body, and they're very gentle. So it's a lovely practice to do, to tune in and get everything in motion, basically. Because you're getting the digestive system in motion and the nervous system in motion. And everything else, of course, but that's really the target of those is that. And I can't forget the lymphatic system. So anyway, so let's begin. Let's get on our hands and knees, please. So your hands are beneath your shoulders. Or actually your wrist is beneath your shoulders. And your knees are beneath your hips. You don't want the hands too far, not in this one. In this one, you want to have the hands, excuse me, beneath the shoulders. And the legs to be perpendicular to the ground. We will be addressing the spine. And so what we will do, as we're breathing in, we're going to bring the head up and bring the hips up. And as we're breathing out, we're going to tuck the hips in. I want you to observe as you're tucking the hips in, the face and the head wants to tuck in naturally. Chin to the chest, put pressure on the thyroid. Belly button to the spine. Breathing in, the head comes up. So let's do this together. If you haven't started already, now let's begin. So tops of your feet are on the ground, feet are relaxed. This is a nice stretch, but I'd like your feet to be on the, or the tops of the feet up to be on the ground and relaxed. Try to be as relaxed as possible in this posture. Alrighty, and let's begin. Stay here for a moment. Before you begin any posture, try to stay still for a moment. Give the body the signal we're coming into it. And now, as you're breathing in, bring the head up and the hips up. Open those hips. And as you're breathing out, tuck the hips in, bring the chin to the chest, pressure on the thyroid, belly button to the spine. Imagine yourself a mountain. Breathing in, bring the head up, hips up. Let those hips spread wide. Feel the expansion through the hips. And as you're breathing out, tuck the hips in, chin to the chest, belly button to the spine. Tuck in your stomach. Breathing in, head up, hips up. Feel the expansion through the hips. Feel the pull through the throat. And as you're breathing out, tuck the hips in, chin to the chest, belly button to the spine. Breathing in, head up, hips up. Once again, feel the expansion through the hips. And slowly and gently come back to neutral position. Bring the big toes toward each other. Back on your heels. Extend your arms as far as they can go. So extend the hands, still keeping the feet on the heels. Don't try to keep the hips on the heels. Try not to raise your hips when we're doing this. But extend the arms as far as they will go. Arms are straight, head to the ground. Don't relax the arms are energized. Your hips are as close to your feet as possible. All right. As we're breathing in, come up. And I want you to notice something. Your knees are hip width apart. Now observe your hands in this position are a little forward, but they're not like they were when we were doing it before. And that's good. That's the way you want to have them. That's why I asked you to spread your fingers as far as you could take. So we'll be breathing in here. And follow my directions. Let's do this together. Breathing in here, head up, hips up. As you're breathing out, you're going to tuck the hips in, chin to your chest. And now, as you're breathing in, come forward. Your body comes forward. Thighs go to the ground. Head comes up. You're going through the arms. You're coming into Cobra, into Bhujangasana. The hands should be in line with your shoulders. If you're feeling unstable, it may be because your hands are too wide. So try to keep the hands in line with the shoulders. Head is up and back. Feel the expansion through the front of your body. And I'd like you to feel the curvature through the spine. Become aware of the center of your eyebrows. All righty, breathe in. And as you're breathing out, go back onto your knees, chin to the chest, tuck the hips in. Breathing in, bring the head up, hips up. And now, as you're breathing out, bring the hips back onto your feet, head to the ground, arms extended in front of you. Arms are not relaxed. They're up in front of you on your mat as far as they can go. But make sure that your hips are as close to your feet as you can have them. All right, and let's begin. As you're breathing in, come up. Keep the hands where they are. Head up, hips up. As you're breathing out, tuck the hips in, chin to the chest. And as you're breathing in, come forward. Your thighs go on the ground. Your head goes back. Feel the pull through the throat, all the way down the body, all the way to the pubic bone. A nice stretch throughout that area. And I'd like you to be aware of the spine, the tip of the spine. Become aware of how healthy your spine is. And become aware of your chakra, the center between your eyebrows. Go into the brain, center of the brain. And now as you're breathing out, come back onto your knees. Tuck the hips in, chin to the chest. As you're breathing in, bring the head up, hips up. And as you're breathing out, go back down onto your heels. Head to the ground. Now relax the arms. The arms are in front of you, but relaxed. Become aware of the effect of the posture. Bring the arms back, all the way back. Your arms are straight back with your palms facing toward the sky. Relax in this posture. This is a resting posture. It's child pose. Become aware of connecting with the ground below you, connecting with the elements around you and within you. Bring your palms next to your knees, palms facing down, and use your arms to push yourself up and sit up, please. We're going to thread the needle. So let me show you and then we'll do it together. If it's uncomfortable for you to sit like this, just sit on your bottom if you want. Let me show you what we're going to do. So we'll be coming back to this original position where the hands are beneath the shoulders. And this is the neutral position. As we begin the posture, in this case, I'm going to bend my right arm. I'm going to bring the left elbow on the ground. Now I'm going to bring that left hand all the way through, and I'm going to put my cheek on the ground. Okay, my left cheek. So this is a resting posture for me here. Once I'm here and I've adjusted so that I'm comfortable, now I'm going to raise my other arm, my right arm up overhead. The right arm, or that arm that's going up, should be in line with the shoulder. Try, if you can do it. If you have stiffness in the shoulder, it may want to come out here, and that's fine. Listen to your body. But if your shoulder is okay and there's no stiffness, then try to align it. Try to align the arm with the shoulder. To come out of the posture, you bring that hand back, push yourself up, and bring the other hand next to you to the original position. Okay? So let's do this together. For those of you who haven't done it before, I know it looks awkward, but you're going to be surprised by how easily you can go into it and how comfortable and beautiful this posture is. So let's come back. Let's come back to neutral position. All right, take a breath here. Just breathe. Okay, and now let's begin. Slightly bend the right elbow. Bring the left elbow on the ground. And now, as you're breathing out, take that left arm all the way through and bring your left cheek on the ground. Okay. Now you're resting here. And once you're comfortable, extend the right arm overhead. The arm is straight. And it's in line with your shoulder if it can be in line. Otherwise, if it's to the side, that's fine. Again, adjust it accordingly with what your needs are. Become aware of the stretch through the shoulder blades, the pull through the shoulder socket, specifically the left shoulder socket. But I want you to feel the pull as well through the right arm. A beautiful pull, going straight through the armpit, right? This is a beautiful posture to do if you are anxious. It's beautiful to do if you want to rest peacefully. So it's nice to do before you go to bed. If you have insomnia, if you do this posture, it'll help. All right, so now slowly and gently bring that right hand back to its original position. Use it to push yourself up and bring that left hand in line with the right hand. Not so bad, huh? For those of you who haven't done it, I know initially it's like, what? She wants me to do what? But it's not a difficult posture. It just looks kind of awkward. All right, so now we'll do the other side. In yoga, if you do one side, you have to do the other. We have to keep the balance. So make sure your hands are in line with your shoulders to begin with. All right, breathe in. And as you're breathing out, slightly bend the left elbow. Bring the right elbow on the ground and take that right arm all the way in and bring your right cheek on the ground. Once you're comfortable, extend the left arm above your head. Your right hand is facing toward the sky. Your left hand is facing down. It's touching the ground. Be aware of the pull through the right shoulder socket, the pull throughout the back and the shoulder blades. Be aware of the pull through the left arm all the way through the armpit. Become aware of the space being created in the hips and the feet being relaxed, the calves relaxed. Be aware that there's nothing for them to do, just in a state of total relaxation. Slowly and gently, please take your time doing this. Bring the left hand back to its original position. Push yourself up and bring the right hand next to it. And lie down on your back, please. In twisting the spine, we are energizing the nervous system. It's essential that we keep that nervous system in good shape. And twisting the spine does that for us. Okay, so we're lying on our backs. I'd like you to lie in Shavasana. Shavasana is the corpse pose. And how does that work? I want the legs to be extended but relaxed. The feet, maybe a foot, 2 feet, 3 feet apart, whatever it is that makes your legs feel relaxed. Your arms are next to you. Arms are extended, next to the body but not touching the body. The palms are facing toward the sky and the fingers are completely relaxed. I'd like you to stay here for a few breaths. I want you to be aware of the effect of the postures that you've just performed, of the asanas on your body. I want you to be aware of parts of the body that are feeling lighter. All right. Slowly and gently. I'd like you to bend your knees, please, and bring the feet toward your buttocks. Bring them as close to your body as you can. And now I'd like you to separate your feet. Bring them at the edge of your mat. And let the knees come toward each other. So the knees are resting. Interlace your fingers. Bring them under your head. You're making basically a pillow of your fingers. The legs are resting. The chest is expanding. stay here for a moment. All right. Let the knees come up. As you're breathing in, stay here in the center. And as you're breathing out, let the knees go to the left. So they'll drop to the left, both knees. The left knee will probably touch the ground. The right knee will come close, but will probably not touch the ground. Or it may, it depends on how flexible. Like I'm very tight right now. So my right knee is not going, or my right knee is not touching the ground. There's a lot of tightness throughout my thigh, all the way down through my calf, and throughout my shins. And that's okay. So the left foot is sideways, the right foot is sideways. So the left part of those feet is touching the ground. The soles are off the ground. Try to let the body relax. Let the weight of the legs be what does the work. As you're breathing out, turn your head to the right. And let the head stay in that position. So your knees are to the left and your face is toward the right. Be aware where you're holding. For example, my right thigh is so tight that I'm holding. So I'm aware of that, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to let my awareness, meaning my focus, go to that space right in the middle of my thigh and just breathe through there. And immediately my leg relaxes. And what happens also is my hip relaxes at the same time. So let the focus go wherever you're holding. Breathe out through that area and allow it to relax. Let it go. It doesn't mean that it's going to go down and collapse, no. But that tightness that you were feeling will be a little relieved, and you'll feel how the tension kind of goes away. I felt it in my hip as well, in my right hip. All right. Now, bring your face back to center and bring the knees back up. So the feet are still at the edge of your mat. Breathe in the center, and now we're going to go to the other side. As you're breathing out, take the knees toward the right, both knees. Keep the knees bent. Keep the feet in the position as if the knees were bent. Don't straighten the legs. So what's interesting is that there's no tension throughout my left thigh, a little bit, not much, but there's tension in my right hip, which that's unusual. So, and there's a little bit of tension through my left hip. I want you to notice where the tension is in your hips and in your legs, where there's a pull. And as you're breathing out, I want you to turn your face to the left. Again, focus on where you feel you're holding. And take your breath there. Literally, let the breath flow through there and out. It's a breath out. Not breathing in, because when we're breathing in, we're holding, right? When we breathe out, we're releasing. So place the breath wherever it is you're feeling that tightness, that pull, or wherever you fit, you know that you're holding. And just breathe through there and just observe. If it's your hip, you feel the release of the hip and observe the release of the glutes too. This is a beautiful posture. Slowly and gently, bring your face back to center and bring the feet back, or the knees back up. All right. Let go of the hands. Bring the knees to your chest and hold on to the knees wherever you can. But try to bring them closer to your chest. As you're breathing in, your head is down. But now, as you're breathing out, I'd like you to raise your head and bring the head toward the knees. And as you're breathing in, bring the head down. Breathing out, bring your head toward your knees. If you can touch them, terrific. Otherwise, do the best that you can. And breathing in, bring the head down. Breathing out, one more time, head to your knees. Then breathing in, bring the head down. Don't let go of your knees, stay here. Now, I'd like you to separate the knees. Bring your arms inside, so you're going to go on the inside of your legs. Arms are together, basically. And I want you to hold on to your feet. If what you can do is hold on to the big toe, hold on to your big toe. If you can hold on, your palms will be on the top of your feet and your fingers wrapped around the outside of your feet. Do that. And now, the knees are bent, but the feet are pointing toward the sky. They're parallel to the sky. They're parallel to the ground. And your knees are coming toward your body. You're opening up your hips. This is called happy baby. And how many of us that have had children, when we've gotten to the crib sometimes in the morning, you've seen our babies sitting there like this, happy as can be. I don't want you to rock. I want you to stay still. And I want you to feel the hips opening up. I want you to feel the spine flattening. Excellent. And now, bring the soles of the feet together. If you can interlace your fingers, do so. Otherwise, hold on wherever you can. Maybe it's the ankles that you can do to bring the soles of the feet together. And you're bringing your feet into butterfly, into Utthiyasana, although we're not sitting on the ground. I want you to feel the stretch. Tune in, focus on what's happening in the body. But I want you to be detached from the result, okay? Remember, that detachment makes it so that the body can be free. No judgment, no expectation. Excellent. Release the feet. Let the knees come back together. Bring the feet on the ground. And now I'd like you to let the knees come down. Keep the soles of the feet together. So the soles of the feet are touching. And now just the knees are going to go to the side. If they can go all the way down, terrific. Otherwise, wherever they can hang. Bring your arms to the side. So imagine yourself being a T, right? And now I want you to bend your elbows. So your fingers are pointing toward the sky. If you need to look at me, do so. But if not, just follow my direction. So my arm began to the side, all the way up. Now I've bent my elbows, and now my fingers are pointing toward the sky. And now what I'd like you to do is bring your hands back so the backs of your hands are touching the ground. So your palms are facing the sky. There's a curvature in your spine. The middle back is not touching the ground now. When you were holding onto your knees, the back was flat. Now it's the exact opposite. Become aware of the center of your chest. Breathe in through your nose. And as you're breathing out, I would like you to breathe out with a sigh, a big sigh. Let that breath out. And just continue to breathe lightly. In this position, it's amazing, but the body doesn't really need a deep breath. It settles into a very gentle, very light breath. Become aware of the sense of expansion. If your body is feeling a deep breath, go with it. Go with what your body needs. Once again, breathe in through your nose and breathe out with an open mouth. Become aware of the chest. Become aware of releasing. Become aware of releasing physical toxins, mental toxins, and emotional toxins. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out with an open mouth. Become aware of the lightness that is settling in you. If you're feeling that being so open with the legs is too much for you right now, just bring the legs down a little bit, the feet down. That'll relieve some of the pressure. And if you don't feel that's enough, straighten the legs. But if you can, try to remain with the legs open and the soles of the feet together. If you're in pain, please don't do it. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out with an open mouth. Extend the feet. Bring the arms down at your side, palms facing toward the sky. Allow the body to just rest for a moment. Now, bring the feet next to each other. Feet are perpendicular to the ground, so the feet are engaged. I want you to hold on to your elbows. So the left hand holds on to the right elbow, and the right hand holds on to the left elbow. And the elbows are pointing toward the sky. We'll be breathing in here. And as we breathe out, we're going to point our feet away from each other, and we're going to bring the arms onto the ground above our head and still holding the elbows. If you get a cramp in your foot, like I'm getting right now I would bring my foot back toward me, try to spread my toes, and then as I'm breathing out, I'll point my toes away from me. And that should resolve the cramp. If you find it doesn't, then again, bring the foot back toward you. Don't stay in a cramped position. Become aware of the space in your torso. We have twisted, we have energized, we have put pressure on all the organs, and now we're making space for them. In this position, the organs can now settle wherever they need to settle. They don't need our help. They know what to do. Try to push your elbows so that they're going up toward, away from you, right? As if they're going up. You'll feel the stretch through the arm, but you'll also feel a further stretch through the torso. And stay here. Your hips are settling where they need to settle. The spine is stretching, making space between each vertebra. And stretch throughout the arms, throughout the shoulder blades. Alrighty. As you're breathing in, bring the feet back toward you and bring the elbows toward the sky. Relax the feet. Don't let the feet be. They can be relaxed, but don't release your elbows. Breathe in the center, here, holding on to your elbows. Make sure you're holding on to your elbows and not your forearms. And as you're breathing out, bring the left elbow onto the ground on the left side. If you can, do the best that you can. And make sure that that elbow is in line with your shoulder. You don't want it to be too high or too low. And that left arm, as it's coming across, it's going to come across the throat, but make sure it's not constricting the throat. And that kind of gives you an indication of where your left elbow should be. Helps you align the elbow with the shoulder rather than being too high. So you want that right arm going across the throat. There's nothing for you to do in this posture. All the work is being done by the weight of the arms. Be aware of the pull through the neck. Specifically, Kim, be aware of the pull through your neck right now. Be aware of the pull throughout the back. Again, just being done by the weight of the arms. There's nothing for us to do. The rest of the body should be totally relaxed. Wiggle your toes. And your head, your face should be facing toward the sky in the center. All right. As you're breathing in, bring the arms back up, still holding onto the elbows. Make sure you're holding onto the elbows. And as you're breathing out, take the arms toward the right. So the right elbow is going to go on the ground on the right side. Make sure the elbow is in line with the right shoulder. Make sure the left arm that's going over your neck is not constricting your breath. Make sure that you're not putting pressure on the neck. It's going across the neck, but it's almost going a little below it, meaning you're not putting pressure on the throat. And feel the pull through the left shoulder socket. Become aware of the pull throughout the throat and the neck, the shoulder blade. The rest of the body is completely relaxed. Your face is relaxed. There's nothing to hold on to. The arms are doing all the work just through the weight. There's nothing for them to do. Let them relax and let the weight be what's doing the pulling. Slowly and gently bring the arms back up. Release the elbows. Bring the arms at the side. And at this time, we'll be doing Yoga Nidra. If you need a blanket, please go ahead and grab one. Otherwise, try to bring your head toward the computer. It's through the crown of the head that we receive. You don't want to receive through your feet. You want to receive through the crown of your head. So swing your body so that your head is facing the computer. There's nothing for you to see now. You just have to listen to what I'm saying. Settle yourself in. Let your blanket cover you if you're getting a blanket. And let the body relax. You're lying in Shavasana, corpse pose. Your feet are a foot, 2 feet, 3 feet apart, whatever it is that's comfortable for your body. The feet tend to hang to the outside when we let them go, so allow that to happen. Don't hold on to your feet. Your arms are next to you, but they're not touching your body. The arms are extended, but they're not touching the body. And I'd like you to observe your breath. Make sure your body is comfortable. If you need to move your shoulder blades, do so. Sometimes for me, if I bring the shoulders back and out, bring the shoulder blades a little closer, I'm more comfortable. So do whatever it is that brings you relaxation and comfort at this moment in time. This is your time to just be in comfort, complete relaxation and healing. As you're breathing in, I want you to observe the breath as you're taking it and observe it as it's leaving. What do I mean by that? I want you to observe your stomach. As you're breathing in, your stomach rises. And as you're breathing out, your stomach goes down. This is the way your body naturally wants to breathe. So I want you to observe that as it's happening. As you're breathing in, the stomach rises. And as you're breathing out, the stomach goes down. Observe it happening. So beautiful. The body knows exactly what to do if we just get out of the way. And now, as you're breathing in, I want you to follow the journey of the breath. So just follow it. You don't have to do anything, just observe. No judgment. As you're breathing in, the breath comes in through the nostrils. the upper palate, into the pharynx, the larynx, the windpipe, the bronchial passages, and into the lungs. It fills the lungs, all those little air sacs. And then it leaves, goes through the bronchial passages, up the windpipe, the larynx, the pharynx, past the upper palate, and out the nostrils. Just observe it, go with it, follow it, go on that journey with it. And now, I want you to observe what it is that makes that breath happen. What that energy is that makes the breath happen. We call it energy, we call it chi. In yoga, we call it prana. That energy that makes that breath happen. That energy that is what gives us life, that life force. So I want you to move beyond the breath to what it is that makes that breath happen, to what's pushing that breath into the body. And observe it. I don't want you to do anything except observe it as it's pushing the breath in the same way, in the same journey as before, but I want you to move beyond the breath to that which makes the breath happen. Breath manifests because of prana. And now, I want you to try to move beyond just that journey to the state of that pranic energy. How are we going to do that? We'll be using mantra, and we'll be using vibration for you to be able to feel it. What you'll be feeling is actually your energy, that prana, and enjoy it. I will ask you to be engaged in this process. And this is how we'll do it. Let me explain. Stay where you are. Keep your eyes closed. You don't have to move at all. We will be addressing the body in 3 parts. We'll be going from the hips to the toes, from the hips to the shoulders, and from the shoulders to the head. From the hips to the toes, we'll be chanting a mantra. From the hips to the shoulders, we'll be chanting a different mantra. And from the shoulders to the crown of the head, we'll be chanting another mantra. Each one helps to address that part of the body. And each one will help you feel that energy in that part of the body. Don't worry if you don't feel it. It's okay. It's happening anyway. But just allow yourself to be. And just allow yourself to experience. I am going to ask you to chant with me, and that'll help you feel the vibration. Once we stop chanting, I'll give you a couple moments of silence for you to experience the energy and the focus of that energy. So we'll begin. Oh, and then once we're done, we will bring it all together. And we will chant a mantra to bring it from the toes and sweep it all the way up the body to the crown of the head. Enjoy this. It's a very healing process. It's a very beautiful, effective process. It's your body working with itself. So let's begin. We are addressing from the hips to the toes. And the mantra is So we'll begin. Breathe in. And the mantra is, please chant with me. Breathe in. One more. Breathe in. One more time. You may be feeling that vibration more strongly from the hips to the toes. And now we'll be addressing from the hips to the shoulders. And the mantra is Ooh. Breathe in. Ooh. Breathe in. Ooh. Breathe in. Ooh. Become aware of that mantra and the vibration created by that mantra throughout all the organs in your torso, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your stomach, your liver, your intestines. And now we'll be addressing from the shoulders to the crown of the head. And the mantra is bringing the lips together and humming as if you were a bee. And we'll begin. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Be aware of that vibration that is settling in the brain, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your vocal cords, your thyroid. Excuse me. And now we'll be bringing it together. We're tying it all together and sweeping our bodies. Excuse me. And we'll begin at the toes and work our way up the body to the crown of the head. And we'll be chanting, and we'll begin. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Become aware of the energy flowing and vibrating from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head. Slowly and gently start becoming aware of the body and the space in which you're sitting. Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Point your toes away from you
and relax them. Make a fist of your hands, hold them tight, and relax them. Bring your right arm overhead on the ground. So you're going to straighten the arm overhead, but place it on the ground. Turn onto your right side. Bring your head and place it on your upper arm. Don't get up. You're going to lie down on your side. Bring the left knee on the ground in front of you. So you're going to bend your knee and bring the left knee in front of you. Your right leg is straight. Bring the left hand on the ground in front of you as well. So you're lying on your side, on your right side, in a very relaxed manner. Let any stiffness that is settled in the back from lying on your back work itself out. Become aware of this body you've been gifted. Become aware of the importance of being the steward of this body you've been gifted. Let the intentions that you've settled in be part of you right now. Of course, adding that love and compassion to them. Let them stay with you throughout your day today. And be aware of being detached from any outcome today. Slowly and gently, use your arms. Please don't use your back. And sit up facing me with your eyes closed. Bring your palms in your lap. Right palm holding the left, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Put your mind where your heart is, and put your heart where your mind is. And let that be what guides you. Om Shanti. Namaste. And when you're ready, very slowly and very gently, take your time, open your eyes, and enjoy. Adios.